Yo, okay. It's the AAR dual part expansion 118/12,991 post waxing crescent moon in Gemini. Yeah, okay, yeah. It good. Spending nights on my friends, number high frequencies coming through. No longer frequency. And the people must stay in me. I'm reading these energy right straight. Crystal cold until my throat chakra can be clear. No block, okay. These freezes going through. I chose one chosen film, one God's word film, one divine highest ranking film, general. Okay. I'm divine film messenger. And Jackie back supported by protected unity, king and queen, like he out have 313. AM Gregorian 7 truths of vanity. Oh, that's the whole tree right on tree. But check through the best of the age, Colorado Soul Frequency Foundation on the Leo 9 in space. Okay. And this next assignment, okay, AM do the next assignment. I'm purple is Moon Trine Mars around. So that being said, speaking collectively, this that alignment was the frequency vibrational shifts given the rise of trajectory of the maintenance of frequency security. So that being said, uh, that rise, Mars in Aquarius. You know, those, uh, those illuminations and downloads which stand upon the wisdom and jewels that you have received, locked in and crystallized. Um, you know, that particular side of the human collective that you are locked in resonance with. And if it has anything to do with the first, fifth, seventh, eighth space, ain't to do with a particular person. Um, you know, the you know, those technological innovation, scientific innovation, that brain and right brain side, it's there for illumination, and the fight and the rise of astrology, relaxation, I've been there. That's it. Now, you won't be in so right there. I've been buying that board for 13 solar cycles this lifetime. I am a war vet for Trio. On the very high grade of Benjamins for Trio. Yeah, the rise and up trajectory know, of your lower and higher nature, the authentic, okay? Saturn is one that esoteric rules of Aquarius, so that's the lower self, but the illumination, but also Uranus is esoteric ruler, and Jupiter esoteric ruler, so a higher nature also. Yeah. So that means that, those the gift of those frequency exchanges that you vibe with, gift from that rise and get the rise of fire for things. So, it's receiving those instructions and directions how to get to that warplane and helicopter now. Um, and, and hormones, wait a minute, and hormones alignment to your Saturn. Yep. Hang on there. And hormones alignment to your Saturn, it's those. Yeah, it's it's so frequent, it's changing, manifesting, crystallizing, like damn, like, you know, 318 AM to 12, 3 wisdom expansion in the spirit. Jewel being dropped down beneath the trail. But yeah. So definitely that's solid and support and hormones aspect to Uranus, that wind lightning and this alignment already the air trying like and hormones alignment to Uranus like that that wind and lightning storm come through there all up to illumination like oh shoot let me go let me go ahead and take action that the rise to get to place of solar Mars. Yeah. Or not, if or not side flip things to west, the only thing he was going to was mama dying. If, yeah, everybody is like, you know what? I do fuck I want. Uh, Now, in harmonious alignment to the Pluto's in alignment um to a benevolent success, then that's definitely, it's definitely, the regeneration, purification, rebirth, um, you know, empowered through those frequencies. Because, as I'm the food, look at Mercury, listen, this parcel of goods is not adding wealth to my kingdom, so like that, then you done. Dead messenger, you done. Okay? You done. You DON done. Messenger, done. And but with this alignment, it ultimately benefits you also. If we are in alignment to a malevolent, it stands particularly by evolution or progression there. Listen, you follow some fuckery, them instructions is full of fuckery, them directions is full of fuckery, as you see is full of fuckery. Okay? Where you going with where the war helicopter going, some fuck shit. Like so you go with the gang the quit, you know, the war comrades and y'all fight for some fucking a detachment of town to where bring is taking place in it. Y'all fight on some absolute fuckery. Okay? And in your A space or in hard line into your A space wood, definitely because you pop it off at the mouth, you vibe with those instructions and direction to experience getting a warrior compass and just lead you to that instruction and hard alignment to the Biblios in those conditions, they a great degree out. 3:22 a.m. We're going to 7 truths divinity. Okay? Truth and truth. Okay. Now in hard alignment to your Saturn, like your Saturn looking, you like listen, as you discipline yourself, unless you attend to a task, stuff like that. You ain't getting no direction stuff. You get those directions, those instructions, and have those frequency changes. You just continue marching, but you are not getting the directions to go up in the air with. You know, you just keep on marching. And hard alignment to your Uranus, well, but um, and depending what Mars is doing, that's fire through that wind, lightning, storm. Like, yeah, all those good things like yeah, you see the directions, the instructions, but at the same time, it's like chaotic, yeah, or not, and harmonious alignment to your Pluto and alignment to a benevolent stand Pluto, like Pluto show for this looking at Mercury, like listen, this parcel is not good, it's not adding wealth to maintain wealth in my kingdom and territory. You done. That's it, bro. You done. Okay. And that's what it did, you do. Yeah. So the whole process of regeneration, purification, the rebirth, you know, power through frequencies and wealth, stuff like that. So until they feel like, we just continue marching, we continue marching. And when these directions is pure and right and absolute truth and benevolence, you can't get it. At 6:35 a.m. UT, okay, at 14, his birthday in 5, Magic, Alchemy, and Comfort. Okay, we had the Moon, Trine, Juno. So that being said, like, Juno in Aquarius. It's the pulling from our, you know, 8 cosmic directions, like the wheel of the year, like, you know, cosmic north, like Aries, 15 degree Taurus, cosmic east, Cancer, 15 degree Leo, cosmic south, Libra, 15 degree Scorpio, cosmic west, Capricorn, 15 degrees Aquarius, a maintenance of friends and security, but a crux of 3, so that absolute loyalty to, that particular side of human collective that you got in reasons. I say, but if it has anything to do with first, fifth, seventh, or eighth space, it has to do with a particular person. Has to do with a particular person. Um, you know, those higher level illuminations and downloads that that you have crystallized and, you know, and locked in resonance with them. You know, those spherical illuminations, you know, the technological innovation illuminations, and those scientific illumination innovations, that brand right brain side, right? Yeah. So I mean, in my attendance is big. Now, and also, you know, the loyalty to like your higher lower natures. Like I said, your Saturn, 327 AM, we're going 12 wisdom, 3 wisdom specials, then Jupiter, drop Saturn, you know, your lower nature. But Uranus is the other exoteric ruler, and Jupiter esoteric rulers are higher nature, so being loyal to that. Femme, what's real life. That means said, you know, the shifting frequency vibrations that give that um, they give that loyalty dedication that was being nurtured. So, you know, but also the goods has changed too, like, you know, in place at that time, you know, like the goods has changed and since it's occurring in Gemini, like because Venus is the esoteric ruler, so you know, it has to do with documents, prints, you know, like some, you know, like those Mercurial, like merchant bigger exchanges, like so more like uh, marketing merchants, so yeah. So that being said, you know, so at that time, you know, that loyalty being nurtured through the freezes, you know, and why through air, man, air is moving. Represent why, but being an air sign, you know. But anyway, that's all. But in harmonious alignment to your Saturn, then yes, I think that will manifest Uranus, you know, that wind and lightning storm where you see those illuminations, like things coming in from a distance, you know, because one thing Uranus also do really for distance, like, you know, cosmic distance of like, um, or not, how old those I put things to is in harmonious alignment to your Pluto in alignment to at the benefit stairs and Pluto, like, you know what, if this part say at the building and adding good that bring wealth to my kingdom and add that good, like things, it's esoterically, the Mercury, yeah, you know, but, you know, it's the harmonious process of, you know, being add wealth to those frequency vibrational children of that power of the power of those frequencies. Any place after you, what you tuning into, is what you tuning into. At 3:39, we're going to truth, divinity. You know, reading, writing, you know, listen to stuff. Um, you know, regeneration, purification, and rebirth. Now, in harmonious alignment to either between the Pluto and alignment to malefic stairs, I'm just saying, yeah, absolutely riding and rolling and loyalty on some fuckery, on some fuck shit. In particular, Pluto is in harmonious alignment with, June's harmonious alignment to Pluto, absolutely. If not, then your moon is still gonna have you ride, still gonna have you riding on some fuckery and fuck shit, absolutely. And like I said, if one of your big three, sun, moon, or ascendant, dominant or prominent energy, you know, or you'll find the positive energy automatically around the level, the stairs, and you you down for the fuckery already. If you ain't, then it's gonna be, man, not, it should never be in your face. 333 portal. Wisdom, expansion, spirits, and prosperity, benevolence triple. If you are tuned in synchronicity, or if you haven't tuned in, like after I play Crescent, just in the portal. But anyways, that being said, it's a big catastrophe, is taking place in, yeah, because you were riding with some fucker, going through the A space over hard ground in the A room, yeah, deep catastrophe, but you popping off at the mouth, you popping off the mouth, and it was being expanded for a place at that broadcast. Like, what you going to, what you riding with some ass, you fucking, and next thing you know, you got blown, that wind just shit and blown your ass to the other side. Mm-hmm. Cut. And okay, in hard alignment to your pros and your conditions that and even greater degree that hard alignment to your statement, blah for saying like, what, if you ain't disciplined yourself to or tend to attach, you know what? Mm-mm. That ride you ain't experiencing. Just sit and be warm. 335. And Gregorian at breaking down to Venus, Rose Board, they, harmony, duality, justice. Um, the heart chakra energy also my name for that is Russian board. If if in hard alignment to your Uranus, and yeah, yeah, the lightning is illuminating you to your frequency, to get no frequency, like, yeah, frequency, I change that. Yeah, yeah, like it's benevolent for you being, for you to be in those frequency vibrational shifts of like of your loyalty to, you see it like, okay, who's Lord? You like that, so like that, but at the same time, or what you can, benevolently, because Jupiter is a Jada ruler of Aquarius, you know, be loyal to, but at the same time, it's chaotic. It's like, like, yeah, It's like it's getting the mail, the news delivered, but at the same time, it's like same time it's lot going on order and in hard alignment to your Plutos, in alignment to a benevolent stairs and Pluto looking at Mercury, like these parts say I'm good and and adding wealth and the good wealth to my kingdom, what you gone, you done, messenger dead, you know, and it's for benevolence. So a hard process of purification, a regeneration, rebirth, um, purification, and power and wealth being added. So when she's a damn good, like you just be going, okay, add at 7:59 a.m. You see, okay, we add. It's right down 21, just 3 wisdom, expansion, experience. We have vested since our copper. So that alignment is it's a manifestation alignment of tend to sacred hard fire, a maintain freedom and security manifestation alignment with the key, that sits above cosmic sphere of stash and spiritual security. So the best of being Aquarius, that's that. You know, that's that dedication, devotion to like those higher level illumination and downloads you have crystallized and received and being stand upon the wisdom, that particular human collective that you are not in resonance with, and they got anything to do with first. If it got anything to do with the first, fifth, seventh, eighth space, then that's a particular person. Yeah, those hysterical illuminations, downloads of technological innovation illuminations, 3, 4 a.m. We're going selling truths. And, yeah, the scientific illuminations and innovations on the left brain, right brain side is also being dedicated and devoted to your TNSA heart fire, sacred heart fire of your lower and higher natures. That's in Saturn, the lower, the one exoteric rules, Aquarius, Uranus, the other exoteric ruler, the higher nature, and Jupiter exoteric rules, so definitely higher nature. So, but with that being said, know, that being said, an investor is consort back in her domain because Aquarius is esoteric ruled by Jupiter, but still in Saturn, Uranus is the main. So you know it's that healing, that healing spark being added to that heart place, which is being expanded upon, still solid in place, but like has been spanned upon to like make the parameters of it. So yeah. So that alignment and but that if that alignment is a hard as the end did 3 heavy years, that's gonna be hard to do, but at the same time, it's that it's that healing. You know, there is there's a place of devotion and dedication. You being the example of how to heal, being the master teacher, master astrologer, master healer, because like I say, you're taking bullets, you keep it moving, keep it moving. Okay, here's where the AAR report starts at 1306. At 1306 p.m. UT, that breakdown to 10 new cycles, new beginnings. Okay, we have series, square nessus. And all I'm gonna say is Nessus will try it, but Mama says like, you know what? No, those frequency exchanges being nurtured, that ground being aerated. That ground being aerated. Like, you know what? Oh, no. No. Like, what? No spiritual violation, desecrations occurring here on this ground, occurring here. With this ground being broken up. So, no. None would be experienced and none would be expanded upon. Nope. All right. Okay. At 13:37 p.m. UT. Okay, that breaks down to 14:05. Um, Magic after creation, also conflict. This is Mercurial aspect. So I say Mercury sits on Saturn. So the reception with Mercury is the area. So reception to multiverse establishing spiritual security, God, the awareness of the person 3D. and manifestation mastery alignment to like Saturn being in Aquarius. So the crux of maintenance, free security, over the reception of Saturn being Aquarius is, first of all, that particular part of the human collective that, that you solidly got the resonance with. Appreciate the fire, appreciate the view. That much clarity on the Hermes layer half rotation. Easy enough, so I shall get 3 5 star systems, 3 stations. But anyways, yeah. Um, if it got anything to do with first, fifth, if it got anything to do with the first, fifth, seventh, or eighth space, in particular, more than fifth, seventh, eighth space, in this expansion, that has to do with a particular person. First is more yourself, but if in alignment with the first root and the fifth, seventh, and eighth space root, then has to do with both. Yeah. Those high level illumination that you have been staying upon wisdom with, and crystallize and then they will crystallize and not in place. Those technological those technological illuminations and innovations, scientific illumination, innovation, left brain, right brain side, those spherical illuminations, and then and also, also being solid on the lower, but your higher self, the Saturn, lower self, and higher self, Uranus, and Jupiter, esoteric real Aquarius. But the positive express, positive manifestation Saturn being solid on your life, and just being able to be in this realm authentically in your lower self, but also same time higher self. But at the same time, restrictions, blockages on your authentic rights, being in your human vessel also. So that being said, Mercury sets out that, those, those pure, like authentic fruits, like they got solid support or manifest the restriction of, just being those, like, and I also got things like Mercurial, her man at the shoes, that's pure, like, yeah. One thing that comes to my frequencies, one thing that comes to my frequencies is that, since like Mercury, that does real magic happening, like Gemini side, the spells, the incantations, you know, the affirmations, the writings, but the Virgo side, like, the tools, the method for it, the working, war magic, the Phoenix magic. So like I said, shoot, if you shoot, if you find no freezing bullets, um, you got support due to Saturn, or it can manifest like restrictions or those particular rights and liberties. Now, okay, at 14:07 p.m. UT, okay, at breakdown 12 wisdom expansion experience, Venus Trinity, okay, slow down. So, okay, and really lives our way back in Cancer. So, Mama live back home. She's in her yin boy, like domicile, 3:51 a.m. Going to wisdom celebration. She's in her yin boy river. Like, so that energy, like, you know what, that energy is, I vibe out, vibe, I feel. I'm not up in this motherfucking cup. So you can vibe with me there, like, and Venus stream that. Yeah, but I tell you, but Lil will also be back on, Lil be on, back on Gemini Cancer, cause 3:53 a.m. We're going 11. Everything things they free to do. Um, that being said, on the Gemini Cancer, cause that, cause I say what fuck I say, I feel like my father feel, so you know, I'm not I'm not fan you knowing, so you be cool with motherfucker I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not pulling no fucking nothing to you vibe me there. Mm. So, Mama Red, she back out yin boy dumps out, she's like, you know what, I gotta slay some shit. So when I finally do, cause this shit trying to keep me within parameters. So when I finally do go, when I finally do go back and stuff like that, I would be completely unfair. Venus is on the Aquarius, Pisces cusp, and it says, the maintenance of, of maintaining their frequency security too, shifts spiritually on the feminine side, things, the vibrational shifts, those psychic shifts above crux of 3D. So that being said, like Venus and Aquarius, like, from the space, one from Aquarius and Pisces from space, where love even originate from in the first place. Because Venus is Uranus' daughter. Uranus is Gaia's daughter. And love originated first place too, and now she's in her brother's domicile, So uh, she going into, so it's like, um, you know, she's with the multiverse, and so like, you know, so that particular sign here, collective that you maintain like the resonance with. I say this got anything to do with the fifth, seven, eight space here that do with the particular person, first space, two, but also alignment, both. Um, you know, those, those illuminations like that you been spent upon wisdom with, downloads, crystallize, technological innovations, illuminations, hysterical illumination, innovation, scientific illumination, innovation, that bring right brain side, but also like you know, maintain on like maintain on being the hard chakra energy, maintain on the lower natures, but also like seeing Uranus also other it is the exoteric rule of the other one, and Jupiter exoteric rule of the higher nature, but this time like those things are being shifted over into like those vibration shifts, like being feeling size spirituality, like you know, kind of just flowing things and stuff like that. Um, and that being said, like their alignment is you know that their maintenance being gifted by will, you know, so that pure out, like that pure authentic, like divine, true love and frequency, like yeah. Hmm? Okay, now at 16:30 p.m. UT, okay, that break down to 10 new cycle, new begins. Okay, moon, cancer, moon goes into cancer, moon goes in cancer, so like I say, moon be on the cancer, Gemini cusp. Um, so that being said, you know, those those frequency vibrational shifts to establish vibrational security. So like I said, as an environment of, you know, if I'm not changing frequencies with you, I'm not tuning in. I'm not tuning into the frequencies that you know. If I'm really around that, I'm not trying to stay shit with you. And those that you are, so like that, you know, I'm not trying to stay at that domicile with you. And those that you are is yet, you know, the ones that you like, and you know, and frequency flows, you know. So that being said, like, you know, in hormones, econometry, Saturn, like those things manifest, and you know, vice versa on the flip, but vice versa, you know. Like, hey, hormones, econometry, Saturn, you know, those things manifest, like hormones, econometry, your Uranus, um, you know, I say that, you know, hormones alignment to Uranus, that is, you know, that wind, lightning, storm, that rain that come in, and you see the illuminations, like, cause that why am it coming in that, like, yeah, like, yeah, I can't be the shift from, like, the frequency has changes with these people, because Venus is esoteric rule. Gemini, these people, you know, shift over here and stuff like that, what, why? Or shit back on here with why or not. If Uranus put things to risk in hormones alignment to your Pluto's in alignment a with a benevolent fixed stairs, you know. it's definitely like we were like we were like, you know what? And you know what? If these frequency vibrations is that like that you're flowing with is not, you know, not bringing wealth from divinity, then hey, messenger dead going to fall. And all there is there was like, you know, so vibration, purification, transformation, like power through like those shifting vibrational freezes that you are established with, like, you know, well for things for domicile for home, you know, and regeneration, rebirth now, and hormones alignment to your blue rose, in alignment to a malevolent fits of stairs, and I'm gonna tell you, you in the frequency vibrations flowing with some fuckery, man. See, so piling off at the mouth, stuff like that, and again thrown in the water, so a deep catastrophe or catastrophe, wherever in the same place, and going through eight space hard alignment, eight space rule, just different days. So, and Mars is daytime and tropical, daytime and nighttime tropical ruler of the water signs. Mm-hmm. Baby, water, because you popping off in there. Yeah. Okay. And you know, and hard alignment to your Plutos in those conditions. I just spam on that and gray agree now. And hard alignment to your Saturn vibes motherfucking block. You know, saying like, you know what, if you have discipline yourself, tend to a task, stuff like that, you not like, you know, you're not receiving those directions to establish self that domicile at home. Like, you know, because you ain't disciplined yourself enough to establish structure in the first place. So, you know, your hard alignment to your Uranus and stuff like that, you know, that's like that is, you know, it's the free it's frequency vibration and manifested, like, you know, that drive, that travel, like like back to domicile, back to home, stuff like that. But then the lightning, wind, the rainstorm hit up and like, you know, like chaotic drive, chaotic trip, chaotic short term travel, you know. And directions all chaotic, you know. GPS fucking up the all I think Uranus is involved in it too. So, um, or not. And hormones alignment to either which one you put those in alignment to a benevolent fixed stairs, you know, pull up like look at Mercury, like, you know what, listen here. And Luna, like, listen here, if these parts sell goods that's being delivered from the flow of the multiversal and pure and add wealth to my kin domain, you know what? Done, gone. Unless it's pure, you know, go add wealth to my kin domain, you know. the hard process of purification, regeneration, rebirth, and wealth and power add to. But for the benevolent good, though. But y'all. Okay, there's the AAR do it for 118,12,991. 4:07 a.m. I'm going Venus as you got pay. I said on the 5th, 10th, and the gas space thing, stuff like that, if you haven't tuned in to X or Stars in the Sky, then yeah, tune in. By my king. Okay, go ahead. Members of the Rage still up and running. Sorry to move it out. Silent Night be out like soon in the future. But I said Scorpion Love, Amazon.com, Pentacle exchange rate 3.35, aka 335 USD. For Alms, Donors donations to for the flipages and the on the crutch structure for the Lover's Temple, Church of Free Spirituality, Expansion Spiritual Creations, GoFundMe in the link, to contribute on the donations for expansion, level expansion for Aries Femme Power, production, production, crowd selection, quality, then it's on that, where you make the earth energy exchange for the palette, freeze code link for the merchantry, merchant Mercurial on there, 9 Pentacles, aka 9 USD. Third, a third space, 9th space, and last space, worker wars / boss wars, still manifesting that in production, but I say at this point in time, not quite not quite at the post production stage, but of course not the post production stage, but yeah, I am it's about to enter the editing stage. So that being said, still production, but almost the final manifestation of it. More vibe collections, manifesting soon, store envies, still up. Yes, I do plan to still crystallize Polaris Moon Astrology and Tarot.com website. You get readings over at the store envy shop, stuff like that, or or just hit me up on the 7th, 8th, and 9th space email, 8th and 9th space email, like Cash App in the description, y'all. So it said like all endeavors spoken upon in the frequencies or in frequencies where written or visualized, crystallized written form or visualized stuff like that. Still in work, still up and running. I much love y'all. Until till next solar day, next rotation, y'all.